Good morning children. Hope you all are doing good at home. Okay. Now today we are going to deal or we are going to discuss the last topic of your term 1, that is subtraction. Already you learned your subtraction in your grade 2, right? So you did subtraction with borrowing and without borrowing. So just we recollect how to do the subtraction with borrowing and without borrowing. Let us take some examples. Okay children, now else we'll take the problem from your textbook itself. Now subtract 3000 or find difference between 3425 and 103. Now you did 3-digit subtraction in your grade 2. Alright. Now we are going to do the 4-digit subtraction here. How many ever the digits are? How many ever the digits are, the subtraction concept is same. Got it children? Now let us first arrange it. First should I write the bigger number or the smaller number children? Bigger number. So 3425 minus 2103. Now these are the two numbers we have to subtract. Now subtraction starts from which place value? Ones place value. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. Always it starts from the last except division. Division will start from the beginning and addition, subtraction, multiplications will start from the last. That is from ones place value. And division starts from the highest place value. Understood children? Now from 5 take away 3. Come on, after 3, 4, 5. We got 2. 2 minus 0. When we are subtracting 0 from any number, we are getting the same number itself. 4 minus 1, 3. After 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Then 3 minus 2, 1. This is normal subtraction without borrowing. That is without regrouping. Right children? Now in this, what is 3425 is called as minuend. What is that called as? Minuend. And the smaller number is called as the subtrahend. In subtraction, the bigger number is called as the minuend and the smaller number is called as the subtrahend. And the answer that you are getting on subtracting two numbers is called as the difference. Is called as the difference. See, the bigger number is called as the minuend, the smaller number is called as the subtrahend, and the answer or the result that we obtain on subtracting these two numbers is called as the difference. Understood children? Yes. Next we will do the other problem with regrouping. Let us solve one problem with regrouping. Now let us find out the difference of these two numbers. 1260 and 908. Now see children, here I have 4 digits, here I have 3 digits. Got it? Now always bigger number, 1260. So you have your 3-digit number. You have to arrange or you have to start arranging it from ones digit. Right? 0 under 0, 8 under 6, 9 under 2. This is how you will arrange. Already this arrangement you have learned while doing addition. Am I right children? Now let us subtract. 0 minus 0, 0. When you are subtracting two same numbers, the answer will be always 0. Now from 6, can I take away 8? Can I take away 8? No, because 6 is smaller than 8. From smaller number we cannot take bigger number. What are we going to do? We are going to take borrow from the previous number. So when we are taking borrow from the previous number, what happens? It changes to its before number. So before 2, 1. So 2 changes to 1 and 6 changes to 16. 2 changes to 1 and 6 changes to 16. Now 16 minus 8. Come on, start counting after 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I got 8. Next again 1. From 1 can I take away 9? No. Again we are going to take a borrow with the previous number. So what happens to 1? 1 changes to 0. Before 1 what do we get? 0. And this 1 changes to 11. Got it, children? Now 11 minus 9. Count after 9. 10, 11, 2. And we have 0 here. Nothing. So we just leave it like that. 280 is your answer. Hope you recollected the borrowing concept, children. After a long time, right? Addition is very easy. Simply we add it, we carry over. But you need to be very careful enough when you are borrowing the numbers from the previous one. Okay, you need to think whenever you are taking a borrow, the previous number changes to its before number. Got it, children? Now let us solve another example. Let us see the other example. Now see, find the difference or subtract 985 and 1000 they give. If I say subtract 985 and 1000. So generally if you have bigger and smaller, similarly you will write, and it is while doing the arrangement is very easy. But here see, we have a smaller number first and the bigger number last. So whenever you are doing subtraction, first you observe which is a bigger number, because subtraction can be done only from a bigger number to a smaller number, whereas addition can be done in any way. It is irrespective of bigger number and the smaller number. But whereas subtraction, you need to be very careful enough in writing bigger number first. Then comes the smaller number. Got it, children? Now in these two, which is the bigger one? 1000. Right? And next we will arrange 985 under the 1000. Now 5 under 0, 8 under 0, 9 under 0. Got it? Now see, from 0 can I take away 5? No. From 0 can I take borrow? No. Again from this 0 can I take borrow? No. I have here 1. So what I am doing? I am taking borrow from 1, and this 1 changes to 0. This changes to 10. But where do I need borrow? First I need borrow in the 1's place. So again from this 10, I am taking out one more borrow. So 10 changes to 9 and this changes to 10. Again from here I need to take borrow here, right? Again 10 changes to its before number 9 and the 0 changes to 10. Got it, children? So when you are not getting a borrow with the previous number, check out the next number. If you don't have still, again you check out the number. This is how you carry or you take the borrow from one number to the other number. But be careful enough, whenever you are taking borrow from one number to the other number, don't forget to change to its before number. Otherwise, your complete problem will be wrong. Now after you did all the borrow, now let us do the subtraction. From 10, if I take away 5, come on, start counting after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5. Now what do I have? 9. 9 minus 8. 1. Again 9 minus 9, 0, and as it is. So what is our answer? 15. Got it, children? So when you are not able to take a borrow from the previous number, check out with the next previous number. So you are going to take borrow to that particular number, again from that number to that number. Got it, children? So this is how you are subtracting by taking the borrow with the previous or the previous numbers. Hope you understood, children. Let us take other example again. Let us take other example for this. Now subtract 7,777 from 8,930. Okay. Now which is the bigger number in these two? 8,930. Come on, let us take 8,930. Right. From that we have to remove 7,777. Come on, from 7 under 0, another 7 under 3, another 7 under 9, another 7 under 8. Alright, now let us subtract. From 0 can I take 7? No. I am taking a borrow from the previous number. Now 3 on taking borrow changes to its before number 2 and 0 changes to 10. Alright, 10 minus 7. Come on, start counting after 7. 8, 9, 10. 3. Now again from 2. Already we have taken out a borrow. So 3 changed to 2. Again from 2 can we take away 7? No. So we are taking a borrow with the previous number. 9 changes to 8 and 2 changes to 12. Alright. Now 12 minus 7. Come on, start counting after 7. 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. How many we got? 5. Next, 8 minus 7, 1. 8 minus 7, 1. Understood, children? So this is how you will do your subtractions with the borrowing or with regrouping and without borrow or without regrouping. Next, how to find out a missing number when you are doing subtraction. How to find out a missing number when you are doing subtraction. Now I have a missing number minus 2541 is equal to say 3240. Got it, children? So what is the number I have to subtract so that I can get the or I can fill up this number? What is this bigger number? How to check it out? You have remembered a method, children, how to check your subtraction by adding. You have learned already in your grade 2. Got it? So in order to find this blank place, what are we doing? We are adding these two because opposite of subtraction is addition. Whatever the numbers are left over, what are we doing it? We are adding it out. So come on, add 3241 to 2541. 1 plus 1, 2, 4 plus 4, 8, 2 plus 5, 7 and 3 plus 2, 5. So what is our answer? 5782. So to find out a bigger number, you are going to add smaller number and the difference. Got it, children? Next let us take the other example. 4652 minus blank is equal to 2343. Now here we have filled up the first number and here we need to check out the second number. Now just remember one principle, children. To find the bigger number, you are doing the addition of difference and the smaller number. But to find the smaller number, you are subtracting the bigger number and the difference. Remember this principle. It's very easy. To find the bigger number, what you are doing? You are adding the smaller number and the difference. Okay. But in order to find the smaller number, you are going to subtract bigger number and the difference. Are you able to check the difference between these two problems, children? Now let us subtract these two. Minus 2343. Now from 2 I cannot take away 3, therefore I am taking borrow. So 5 changes to 4, 2 changes to 12. 12 minus 3, 9. 4 minus 4, 0. 6 minus 3, 3. 4 minus 2, 2. So what is my number? 2309. Now listen, children, what is the difference between these two? To check the first number, to find the first bigger number, what I am doing? I am adding the second number and the difference. But to find the smaller number, I am subtracting the bigger number and the difference. Are you able to check out these two differences, children? Fine. This is how you will find out the missing numbers while doing the additions. Okay. Next we have two operations together, that is addition as well as subtraction. Now let us see how to solve those addition and subtraction together. I have 4752 plus 943 minus 3798 plus 1401. If you observe this question, children, you have addition as well as subtraction all together. So simple funda, children, you add all the numbers that are related with the addition. You are going to add all the numbers that are related with the additions. Now let us take 4752. Then to that we are adding 943. Again we should add, because it is having plus, 1401. We need to add these two numbers. I have arranged it. Again I have to add one more number, 1401. Now let us add 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 0, 9. 7 plus 9, 16. 16 plus 4, 20. Carry over 2. Now 2 plus 4, 6. We don't have any number over here. 6 plus 1, 7. So what did we got? Adding these three numbers, we got 7096. From this number, we will subtract the leftover number. Come on, from 7096, subtract 3798. 8, 9, 7, 3. Now from 6, I can't take away 8. So 9 changes to 8. 6 changes to 16. 16 minus 8, 8. Again from 8, I can't take away 9. From 0, I can't take borrow. 0, and from 7, we are going to take the borrow. 7 changes to 6 and 0 changes to 10. So from 10, I need to take a borrow. Then 10 changes to 9 and this changes to 18. Listen children, from 0 I cannot take a borrow. What I am doing? I am taking a borrow from the previous number. So when I am taking 7 changes to its before number 6 and 0 changes to 10. But still I need to take a borrow to 8. Now this 10 changes to 9 and 8 changes to 8. Now from 18, if you take away 9, you will get 9. And from 9, 7 to 6 minus 3, 3. This is your answer. So check first what all the numbers you have to add. First addition, then subtraction. First addition, then subtraction. This is how you have to solve the additions as well as the subtractions all together. Let us take the other example, children. Let us solve the other problem from your textbook itself. I have 2413 plus 1242 minus 2845 plus 777 minus 350. Okay children, now first you underline what all the numbers we have to add. So let us underline the numbers to be added. Let us underline the numbers to be added and let us circle that has to be subtracted. So I have underlined the numbers that has to be added and circled that has to be subtracted. Now first, which one shall we do? Addition or subtraction? Yes. addition we are going to do. Come on, let us add the numbers that have been underlined. Plus 777. Now you are going to add the underlined numbers. 7 plus 2, 9 plus 3, 12. Again 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 7, 13. Carry over 1. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 and 7, 14. 4 here. Carry over 1. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. So I have added all the numbers that got underlined. Now first, two numbers can be subtracted together, children? No. So first we subtract one number. That is, from this total number 4432, we will subtract first 2845. Now we will, from 2 I can't take away 5. So 3 changes to 2 and 2 changes to 12. 12 minus 5, 7. Now from 2 can I take away 4? No. I have to take a borrow. So 4 changes to 3 and this changes to 12. 12 minus 4, 8. Again from 3 can I take away 8? No. So 4 changes to 3 and 3 changes to 13. Come on, start counting after 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How many we got? 5. And 3 minus 2, 1. Alright. Now whatever the number we got from this, again we have to subtract 350. So 7 minus 5, 2. 8 minus 1, 7. 5 minus 3, 2. 1. Got it, children? So first, when you have such problem, combinedly with addition and subtraction, underline the numbers that has to be added and subtract the numbers that has to be subtracted. From one number you cannot subtract two numbers together, children. You can add as many numbers, but you can subtract only one number. Subtraction can be done only one time, but addition can be done n number of times. That is the difference between addition and subtraction. So whenever you have such problem, first underline the numbers that has to be added and circle the numbers that has to be subtracted. Then you will get a clear picture which numbers you have to add and then what are the numbers to be subtracted step by step. Hope you understood today's concept, children. In the next class, we will discuss about the word problems that are combined with addition and subtraction. Okay, children. Thank you.